In today's video, I am going to be showing you how to create an entire 3D movie all from just one generated AI image. This is what we are going to be creating.
My husband, come quickly.
What is it?
I think I found something. How long has it been here? What could this mean?
I am as confused as you are, Asana. This is strange. Deeply strange.
What do we do now?
We take it to the king.
No, I don't think so. What if this is a sign? What if the God has given us a child? At last.
That's not how this works, Asana.
And yet, it is here. In our hands. In our soil.
Still, we must tell someone. This could be dangerous.
Or divine.
Me? Let's go home. Eat. Rest. Then we decide.
Lato, please, come back.
Asana, can you check on the little one?
Sure, my love. I'll go check on the baby.
Asana? Asana? Where are you? Is the baby okay? But what could she be doing in there? Where are they? Asana. Who are you?
Where is the baby?
There is no baby here. How did you know of a baby?
Because nothing happens beneath the heavens without the gods seeing it.
But no one saw us. I mean, no one.
The gods did. And now, so have others. That child must be returned now.
The baby, it is gone. I mean, my wife, I don't know. I don't know where she went.
Then we have little time.
If I may ask, old man, who is that baby? Why are you after it?
Young man, listen. 3 centuries ago, a mighty king longed for an heir to his throne. But fate, it seemed, had turned its back on him. He married hundreds of wives, but all of them gave birth to daughters. But he needed a son. One night, in a moment of desperation, the king had an affair with a palace maid. She became pregnant. Fearing for her life for the abomination, she fled to her village.
She shall birth a son, and he shall inherit the king's light.
One of the queens, upon hearing the news, grew fearful, for she never wanted the unborn child of a commoner to take over the throne. She whispered to the other queens. A plan was hatched, and an army was dispatched in the cover of the night to get rid of the baby before it is born.
It's alright, just breathe. I'm right here with you. You're doing so well. Take it away. Make sure you take it. Go now. You will leave. I promise. No one will stop you. Gods of our ancestors, send me a boss to protect this child. Here, little one, the gods shall send you a finder. Gods of our land, let your will be done.
As fate would have it, she gave her life for the baby to live.
Whoa. What a story. But why now? They are all gone, aren't they? I mean, the queens, the king, long dead from centuries ago.
But not the power. Whoever possesses that child becomes immortal.
But that's madness.
But it is the truth. And now the witches stir, the shadows awaken. You must bring that baby back before sunset, or doom shall follow. Look over there.
Oh, Asana, what have you done?
If you stick with me till the end of this video, I am going to be showing you exactly how we used Google's Nano Banana in the creation of this video. And oh, we managed to use that tool for free. This video would also attempt to bust the myth that there's that one platform out there that can give you perfect results in terms of creating an AI film. And the last thing in stock I will have for you, how we overcame the inconsistencies in voice generations, especially when you are dealing with a tool like Google's VO3. Now, before we get into this is not a step-by-step tutorial. This is a summary as to how we created this whole video. If you want a step-by-step as to how we created this entire movie, keep watching because I have news for you at the end. The first step to creating an amazing project like this is to have a well thought out concrete story. At the heart of it all is storytelling, which is what is going to set you apart. And oh, I didn't use AI in the creation of the story. In my case, I usually want to rely on oral storytelling traditions from where I come from to inspire the kind of stories that I create. It is purely fictional, but in fiction, you still have semblances of real life events that inspire the story. We only use ChatGPT in the process of helping to refine this and format it into a proper looking film script. But do not use the AI to generate your stories because personally, I find AI stories to sound and look very generic. After we have our story, the next thing is to start generating our images. And in our case, we did that using Google's Image FX. And all we did here was to go in there and specify that we wanted to create a 3D Pixar style animation like kind of images. And at the end, it gave us 4 different options. And within the 4 different options, we chose this particular one. Now, after having this particular image, that now became the basis for the whole film that you just watched. Now, what did we do? We took this tool to Google's Nano Banana. And guys, this is where the magic happens. So in this case, whilst keeping in mind the spatial arrangement of objects within the scene, we decided to start prompting. You would always have to look at the visuals and then prompt accordingly. In this case, we want to create a shot of the man bending down and digging. So we are telling the AI that we need a shot of the man on the left digging. But at the same time, we still need the woman in the background to keep the spatial arrangement of elements going on. So we have to also prompt that this other woman on the right is also in the background farming. And this one image becomes the basis for all the images that we are going to create for the animation. After creating the image, we downloaded the image and re-uploaded that same image and generated a close-up of the image. Now, this is very important and you guys should take note of this. If you want to create a particular angle, you need to make sure that the previous angle has a lot of information that the AI will need to be able to create another angle. So in this case, we didn't go back to the very original image that we brought from Google Image Effects, but you realize that we went to the second image, downloaded that, and now use it to generate the new angle because that particular angle already has the poses that we want. So for a perfect illustration of this concept, we cannot use the close-up of the hole digging and ask it to generate the close-up of the man. This is not going to work because in that particular image here, you do not have the face of the man in this shot. So if we use this image to try to generate an image of the man's face, it means the shot is going to fail. If we need a close-up of the man's face again from this point, we need to go back to any of the previously generated images that had the man's face, and then we use that to generate a close-up version of him. And this is exactly what the whole concept is all about. And so by the end, you would have realized that just from that one particular image we generated from Google Image Effects and brought it into Nano Banana, it has led to a cascading effect which has generated so many other images, all from that mother image. And by this, I wish I could show you completely step by step as to how we created this. But of course, that would definitely be boring for YouTube. We have decided to create an AI course where we show you step by step processes as to how to achieve this. The course contains over 100 minutes of content teaching you exactly how to create amazing 3D animation movies like we just watched in the beginning of this particular tutorial. And beyond that, we also give you all the images, we also give you all the prompts, and we also give you access to all the generated videos throughout this whole process. And that is not all. You also get a chance to be part of our AI platform where you get to meet like-minded people who are also getting into AI so that you can ask real-time questions and we would always reach out to you. All of this inclusive package will set you back about $250. Head to the first link in the description below and in the comment section below. If at the time of watching this video, the course is already live, the first link in the description below or the link in the comment section will take you straight to our online store where you can get to buy this awesome real-time step-by-step guide to AI filmmaking. Let's get back into the video. After these generations, it's now time to organize our files. At this particular point in time, everything would have been very chaotic because we would have downloaded so many other images that we do not even need in our final sequence. Hence, file organization is very important. So at this level, we just went in and changed in all the names, naming them right from 0 to the last number. And what we like to do is that we like to name them sequentially, so much so that after the naming, when you open the images on a slideshow, it begins to play it like a story. After we are done with that, we now go into the manual correction stage where we manually correct all the mistakes because, hey, we are dealing with AI, and then in this particular case, some of the things may not be exactly as we wanted them, or sometimes you prompt for certain things and no matter how hard you try, you may never be able to hit it right. So in this case, your knowledge of platforms like Photoshop or other advanced image editing tools would come in handy. But in our case here, we used a site called Design. And of course, this is not a sponsored video, but this is a tool we found to be very effective because it even allows you to be able to combine several images manually in order to be able to get very cool shots. In this particular example, Nano Banana had generated these images, but the person's necklace did not come along. So all we needed to do was just to upload one of the images that had the necklace and then use Design to prompt to add the necklace to this particular image. And this made sure that we were able to get all the visual continuity going on, except for one particular thing that we found out later after we were done, which I am not going to reveal. Another major example where we used this was in this particular case where the headband was not actually matching, but the pose was okay for us. So we used Design once again, used one of the shots where the hairband was correctly done, and then inputted the hairband into Design and then prompted to have that same hairband transferred onto this particular image. After this, everything was ready. And now came the most exciting part, video generations. And the videos were generated in VO3 and then Kling as well. Now, we use these two platforms because each of them has its own strengths and weaknesses. One of the reasons why we chose VO3 in the first place was because we wanted to be able to have the videos generated with the sound or the characters talking. And VO3, as at the time we were making this, was the best tool for that. However, VO3 did not get certain shots very well. Hence, we still had to rely on our almighty Kling to be able to create certain particular shots. Now, it is clear by this point that we are busting the myth that one platform can rule it all. It is clear that for better results, you may have to go here and there or consult different platforms depending on the strengths and weaknesses, because each of them actually do have strengths and weaknesses. So no matter how they try to market this for you, just know that one platform alone would never be enough for you. At the beginning of this video, I also promised to tell you how we overcame this whole issue of inconsistency in the voice generation, because if you have been using Google VO3, you realize that it is one of the most annoying things. No matter how consistent your prompt is, you can never really guarantee what you're going to get in terms of the sound. So in our case, we did something. We simply manually re-recorded all these voices and replaced them by using a process we call ADR. If you're not a filmmaker, don't panic, because it is just a fancy way of saying we manually recorded these audios and kept it back in. So how did we do this? It's just by playing the audio or looking at what the people are saying and try to manually re-say exactly what the people said in the same speed, but now using the actual human voices. This way, it gives me the chance to have that kind of hybrid workflow. So we have AI generated characters with real human voices. And this way, I'm able to keep the voices consistent throughout the whole movie without running into the issues of inconsistency. And then if you also use VO3, you realize that the other issue there is, apart from just the inconsistency, sometimes it also introduces music into the whole generation. Even when you prompt not to have music, sometimes you still end up having music. So we felt like, hey, the best way to go around this is just to re-record all the sounds manually. Now, I know other people may suggest that use a platform like 11 Labs, clone your voice and have that. I am not against that, but hey, for me, I just want to have absolute control over the process when it comes to the audio here. Hence, our choice of doing this manually. After all was said and done, we did the editing in almighty Adobe Premiere Pro. One thing I would also want to suggest here is that when you are generating your videos, make sure you also generate silent moments so that you can use that as cutaways to when someone else is talking. This way, we are sure that you have enough coverage to be able to put together your scenes. We have so many audio layers here. And this included the ADR, the manual dialogues that we recorded, some sound effects, and also it also contains some of the sound scores. Now we scouted for sound scores and effects from two major places. One is a free method and the other is paid. The free one is, of course, YouTube Audio Library. And I can guarantee you that it's one of the most underrated sources of free, safe audio that you can find for your YouTube videos. If you're a beginner out there and you do not have the money to pay for all these big platforms, just take some time, go through YouTube's audio library, and trust me, you would strike some gold. Sometimes you come across very awesome sounding sounds over there, both from sound effects to music, and that is what we used. The other option was to use a paid platform, which of course is Envato Elements. And in this particular case, we always made sure to download all these songs and also made sure that we had licenses to them so that in case you post it on YouTube and you are flagged for copyright violation, you can always prove that you own this. So at the end, we noticed two major continuity issues and we decided to live with that because we had run out of time and we had spent several weeks creating this. Let me know if you did notice what those two continuity issues were. It takes very critical eyes to see those, but let me know what it is because at the end of the video, the full movie would play again. Earlier, I did promise that I was going to show you how we managed to use Nano Banana all for free. Now, we did this using a platform called LM Arena. And trust me, guys, this is absolutely legal. And not just Google's Nano Banana, you can use almost all the world's top AI tools out there on this particular platform. all for free. Why, you may ask? It is more or less like a research-based platform where people get to test AI tools and then rate them accordingly. The only thing you have to take note of is that, of course, since it is a research-based platform, it means that they do have the right to share whatever you are creating with the developers. So it is something to always keep in mind. And I hope we did justice by explaining exactly how we created this awesome piece. And I must say we had fun creating this, and we've spent countless number of hours, and even as at the time of recording this video right now, we are still on the editing bench putting together this whole step-by-step AI course to make sure that by the time you finish watching that step-by-step tutorial, you should be able to create your own awesome AI film projects. Once again, head to the links in the description below. If at the time you are watching this video, the course is already live, just go to the first link in the description or go to the link in the comment section, and it will take you straight to our online store where you can get to buy this package. And once again, the package comes with over 100 minutes of content training you how to create a film just like this, showing you both the successes and the failures along the line. And as part of the package, you would also receive all the images generated, all the videos generated, and also receive all the prompts generated. Beyond that, you would also get a chance to become a lifelong member of our AI filmmaking platform, where you get to meet like-minded people who are always ready to share their ideas with you. And we are also there for you to be able to ask questions in real time and get feedback from the whole Africa Amaze team. If all this sounds interesting, head straight onto our online store and purchase this course. I do hope the video was helpful, and if this is your first time of seeing my face, welcome. This is Africa Amaze channel. Over here we do talk about cinematography, photography, editing, AI filmmaking, and all its related branches. If all this sounds interesting, I do much appreciate it if you do click on the subscribe button. Please make sure to do turn on the post notification bell so you are notified anytime I drop awesome content like this right here from the continent of Africa. Until next time, as always, guys, keep practicing filmmaking. Peace out.
My husband, come quickly.
What is it?
I think I found something.